We're going to talk about Justin Trudeau's resignation as Prime Minister after the 5 major immigration policy changes under his regime that impacted international students on Monday, January 5, 2025. Just Trudeau, the poster boy of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister of Canada, made the announcement to step down from his political role, marking the end of an era. His departure has ignited discussions about the future of Canadian politics, especially concerning international relations. A significant impact of his leadership has been felt by international students, particularly those from India. This piece delves into how his policies shape the landscape for Indian students in Canada and what lies ahead in the post-Trudeau era. On Monday, January 5, 2025, Justin Trudeau, the Liberal Party's poster boy and Canada's Prime Minister, decided to hang up his political hat and call it quits. While this marks the beginning of a political reshuffle within Canada, it is also expected to influence the country's international relations, especially with India. During his tenure, Trudeau introduced several significant policies, many of which have directly impacted international students, particularly those from India. As we take a closer look at these policy shifts, we focus on how some of his decisions have shaped the landscape for Asian students from different countries. In Canada, cap on international students and financial burdens. At the start of 2024, Canada introduced a cap on the number of international students admitted for the year. Although the international student population had exceeded 1 million by December 2023, only 0.36 million study permits were approved for 2024, a significant 35% reduction compared to the previous year. The move signaled Canada's intent to reevaluate its intake policies further, with projections indicating that study permits would decline even more in 2025. Additionally, on January 1, 2024, Canada raised the required proof of funds for study permit applicants. The cost of living requirement for a single applicant doubled from $10,000 to $2,635, increasing the financial burden on prospective students. Stricter student visa rules and PGWP eligibility shakeup. In September 2024, thousands of students staged protests against the tightening of work permit regulations in Canada. As Pro reports, many feared deportations due to these stricter rules, which imposed limitations on students balancing work and studies. This policy shift left cited as the reason for the new restrictions. Further, in September, Trudeau announced via X that the country has decided to reduce student permit visas by 35% in 2024 and implement stricter regulations for foreign workers. We're granting 35% fewer international student permits this year, and next year that number is going down by another 10%. Immigration is an advantage for our economy, but when bad actors abuse the system and take advantage of students, we crack down, reads his post-suspension of the Student Direct Stream. In November 2024, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada suspended the Student Direct Stream program, which had expedited visa processing for students from 14 countries. In 2018, the STS program enjoyed a 95% approval rate, making it a preferred pathway for Asian students. Its suspension led to longer visa processing times and lower approval rates, disrupting study plans for thousands of applicants. New study permit rules and extended work hours for international students. Starting November 8, 2024, international students in Canada were asked to apply for a new study permit to change their post-secondary institution. This policy ensures compliance with the international student program and applies to changes between institutions' levels of study or DLI. Violating these rules could lead to invalidation of permits or deportation. Students must verify their new institution is on the DLI list before transferring. Additionally, the IRCC has increased the off-campus work limit for international students from 20 to 24 hours per week, enabling them to earn more and gain work experience while pursuing education. Changes to express entry policies. In December 2024, the IRCC announced a significant overhaul of the express entry system. Candidates would no longer receive additional points from having a job offer, a measure aimed at curbing fraudulent practices. This change, set to take effect in spring 2025, is expected to impact both new and existing applicants, including international students. A high demand for Canadian education was particularly affected. Many no longer be the preferred destination for many Asian students. The broader impact of these changes will become clearer as the year progresses, but the shift in policies under Justin Trudeau's leadership is already evident as Canada navigates these transitions. Students, especially those from India, will need to explore alternative Options for higher education, weighing the benefits and challenges of studying abroad in a changing global landscape. As Justin Trudeau bids farewell to politics, the repercussions of his policies on international students, especially those from India, are still unfolding, with tightened regulations, increased financial burdens, and the suspension of key student visa programs. Canada's appeal as a destination for higher education is under scrutiny. As 2025 progresses, the students may be forced to rethink their future educational plans in Canada, exploring alternatives in a shifting geopolitical and economic environment. The full effects of these changes will likely be felt in the months to come as Canada redefines its immigration and student policies. Further, I will bring you with good news and best policies, which will be soon announced in a couple of days, as well as transition period of new management. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.